What up, man? Look, the spirit of the Lord is upon me, though. You hear me? Like, bro, like, I ain't lying. You heard me? Like, I could really tell you. I could tell you this, you heard me? Bro, God real, boy. And the spirit of the Lord is real. You heard me? Like, bruh, this is why God said in the word, you heard me? Like, real talk, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. He said it. He said the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, you hear me? You know why? Like, that's he trying to let you know, look, respect me, bruh. This like the smartest thing you could do is respect me, you heard me? Because you know God hear everything. He see everything. He know everything, you heard me? We know this, you heard me? They got a God, like, he real, dog. Like, real talk. So, if you got big respect for God, God gonna have big respect for you, you heard me? Like, real talk. And he listen, bro. This how really is, you heard me? Like, we made in the image of God, you heard me? And God know you got big respect for him, like, by the way you treat people. Because when you treat people a certain way, God love his creatures more than anything. You heard me? And you ought to know, like, that's why he said many are called, few are chosen. They got some people God don't play about to where he put his spirit on. He know their heart, everything about them, how they gonna deliver it. He know what's up with them to where he done chose them to use, you heard me? So he got people he don't play about, but that's another level. What I'm getting at is how powerful having respect for God is. That's the same way you know somebody got big respect for you, you heard me? The more respect people got for you, that's the more love you got for them. Like, you know what's up. Like, when you holler at people, they got big respect for you. You heard me? Like, that's how God is. You heard me? And I'm telling you, like, he got people, like he gonna drop it on them. You heard me? That's why he'll heighten your intuition. Like, when you really real with that, people gonna think you got superpower. Like, he about to reveal it to why them look. They setting that up. They trying to make that look like that. Why them they over there plotting? Like, I used to be in the can, you heard me? Like, this is how I knew who I was too, you heard me? I used to be like, why a dude come over here and try to talk me out some soups or something? You heard, why a dude about to see me by the phone? Watch, he about to try to say if he could get 3 minutes on the phone, you heard me? Like, and then I used to be always on point because my intuition used to be heightened because I used to be prayed up and I used to really be in my Bible. Like, you can ask anybody. You can ask dudes who hated me. I used to really be in my Bible for 2 or 3 hours every day for years straight. You heard me? And you hide behind that Bible. No, because if I come from behind it, you ain't gonna like it. You heard me? God helping you out too. So it like this, you heard me? The spirit of the Lord is on me, man. And I'm learning this, bro. Like, this how the power of love work. Because God is love, bro. Bro, like, see when you ain't really feeling nobody? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the more respect people got for you behind your back, that's the more God gonna touch your heart to be for these people. If it ain't really like, yeah, they ain't respecting you behind your back. You're, bro, if the love ain't coming with respect, I don't want it. Because if you don't respect me, you don't love me. You heard me? And the thing is this, you heard me? That's how the power of love works. Because God is love, you heard me? God is love, you heard me? That's why you don't want to play with nobody who really love you. If somebody really love you and you cross them, you going to pay for that, you heard me? Like, real talk. So what I'm getting at is how the power of love works, you heard me? Like, the more respect people got for you, this the more love you gonna have for them. That's how the power of love works. That's why God said the beginning of knowledge is the fear of the Lord. Fear in the Bible don't mean nothing. Respect me enough to know him. Look, now if you know God was right there when you were pulling this off, would you really would have did that? Because you really would have, because God gonna let you know he don't sleep because you got to pay your dues for when you do certain stuff. When you do certain stuff, like, that's how I learned my lesson. Through the pain, you heard me? And I'm going to get rich off pain. But this is another thing. What I'm saying is this, you heard me? Like, I know God real, you heard me? Like me being who I am, I get points like this, you heard me? But I know not to do certain stuff. Like, you know not to do certain stuff, you heard me? I got 5 convictions, you heard me? Yeah, that's why I be like, I got to think for me and the next person out shit, you heard me? I already come home like this. I got to think for me and you heard me? You walk around, you know you ain't about no trouble. You know you trying to go to work, stay out the way, you stand prayed up. You know this up. And all of a sudden, you just tripping on me. But they got people out their mind like this, and it's not just them. It's a demonic force, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Man, they got people paying people to try to destroy you. You heard me? Like, and you know God don't play about me. Like, I ain't lying to you. Like, I could go back in the street And you go ask anybody, I never been an evil dude like out there. Like I wasn't cut through. I kept it real with my partners and stuff. So I had a vibe in the street like this, you heard me? And this God is my witness. To where when something went down, this God is my witness. When something went down, I ain't never had to be like, bro, like somebody play with me in a way they knew I wouldn't play with this person. You would make like the evilest person in the world that mad to where they won't do you something because they know I don't get down like that, you hear me? And it's been like that, you hear me? Like they got people, bro, you heard me? Like man, damn, you out messing over Jonas like that, you hear me? Like real talk, dog. Like and anybody knew me, you could get that out me. Like you need something from me and I got it, we got it, you hear me? But see when greed, jealousy, envy, all that get involved, because you know God said this in the words, you heard me? Because I'm going to keep going while I'm on fire right now. So God said in the word, he said, wrath is cruel, anger's a torrent. But who is able to stand before jealousy? Somebody would say, who is able to stand before envy? And it's like, bruh, when people got envy you and they jealous of you, you heard me? Bruh, they'll go all out their way trying to destroy you. In the process, they're going to destroy their soul because this is what you putting in the universe. God going to show you he don't sleep. And God going to show you they got some people he don't play about. And there's a lot of people, bro, you heard me? Like, they really, they got a lot of people I know, bro. Like, I've been around people. Especially, like, you know, niggas who, God forgive me for saying nigga. People who got, like, big money, like, they got it the wrong way and stuff, like, they think they can do what they want to do, you heard me? And God gonna show you can't, you heard me? Like, real talk, because it just got some people he don't play about, bro. You heard me? Like, man, that money don't make you real, bro. Like, it don't. Like, your heart gonna define you, man. God know your heart, man. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, bro, you could be in a position of power and do the wrong thing, you heard me? And God gonna show you, I put you in that position. Even the president of the United States, y'all talking about the president, God put him in that position. You heard me? Whatever gonna go on, whatever God got in his heart to go on, that's what God want to go on. If he get out of line, God will get him out there too. God put him there. And I'm tired of people saying, oh, God ain't put him. Yeah, God put him there. Everybody who rich, God made them rich. You heard me? It's just a certain way God want us to go about living, bro. You heard me? Like, real talk, love thy neighbor as you love thyself. If I wouldn't want that done to me, I wouldn't do that to you, you heard me? And that's just how it is. Don't play like you the golden child and you not living by the golden rule. Don't be stealing people money, paying people to go against people, turning the world against people with their own money. And then trying to call me like you got love for me. That's sick, man. You heard me? Like, how you thought it was going to turn out? Who you think keep my mind sharp like this? What you think got me like God? The Holy Spirit dwelling in me, you heard me? God know your heart, bro. Like, and it's time for some people to humble themselves, you hear me? But I know you're not going to do it, but God about to do it, you hear me? God about to do it because you can't do people anything. See, when you civilize, I used to tell it to my little partner when I was locked up, you heard me? And they thought I was playing, you heard me? But I said, you know why I allowed us in here? I said, but that's why I'm acting civilized. I'm about to put my mind in a civil state of mind to get back to civilization, you heard me? So once God know you ready to be civil, you heard me, in civilization, he gonna go to open the doors up for you, you heard me? So on the partner, you be laughing, you heard me? Because I said, you know, I was living like an animal out there selling drugs. You know, I justify my actions. This is how you justify my actions. But they gonna get it from somebody else. I gotta do what I gotta do. That's wrong. I was wrong selling drugs. I was wrong selling stuff to people that I knew wasn't no good for them. But I took my lick, I done my time. I ain't telling nobody I come home, I done mine. You heard me? So, and I'm past that life, you heard me? But I said that to say that because I could take my lick. That's wrong what I was doing. Tried to go to jail for that. So it's like this, you heard me? You gotta know where you went wrong at, you heard me? You gotta know where you went wrong at, and you gotta pay your dues. You heard me? When you do wrong. So it's like this, you heard me? Like, the fear of the Lord, you heard me? That's the beginning of knowledge. That's when you get smarter. That's when he put the right people in your place at the right time. That's when you know, that's when you walking by faith. Cause you got faith, you got respect for God. You know God right there, he don't sleep. This all this here, like, you know God right there, he don't sleep, and you walking like this, and you talking, you living like, and God see this here. No matter how people like try to get in a group and team up on you like, God, see this. You heard me? Why you think like no matter what they do, no matter what they try, how many in the group, you heard me? Why you think certain people always coming on top? They got some people God don't play about, you hear me? Like, he don't play about them, bruh. I'm telling you this, you heard me? Like, and I know warning come before destruction, but I know some people just, they heart's hard, you heard me? But that God tell you that in the words, you heard me? Like, he say, like, you know, touch my anointing, do my prophets no harm. He ain't just talking to the anointed and the prophets. He talking to the people too. He telling them, don't mess with the anointed and the prophets. Don't get jealous of them people. I got them people on a mission. But he telling the anointed one, the prophet, like, they gonna try you. But I got them. You heard me? And it's time to level up, you heard me? Like, but respect for God, you heard me? Like, that's the beginning of knowledge. And when you respect people, that's the more love they gonna have for you. When you don't respect them, it ain't gonna be nothing that, you heard me? Like, you gotta realize people getting older. They grown, you heard me? Like, ain't no little boy no more, man. I learned my life lessons, so, you know, that's why I'm at my best. See, you probably ain't learned your lessons, so you still tripping. I learned mine, you heard me? Yeah, see, what I live for me and my kids, you heard me? Like, what about me and my kids, you heard me? You don't think I want to make them proud of me? But I know you don't care. You wasn't thinking, see, you thought he gonna be back in the street or, you know? But that's another level, you heard me? Boy, I've been home 4 years, you heard me? And I ain't lying, bro, you heard me? I've been through all type of stuff, you heard me? Like, boy. He say this in the word, and I'm gonna leave with this, you heard me? He said, all things work together for good, for those who love God. It's called according to his purpose, you heard me? So just get you a respect for God. You got respect for God, you gonna respect people. Just how it is, you heard me? Stay up, stay focused, you heard me? And get you a level of respect for God so God can show you, like, all right, you heard me? This is what I do when people respect me. Pow! It's gonna come out of nowhere. Amen? Stay up, stay focused, you heard me? Have a blessed day. Come on.